to have an...
And we thank EBN for inviting us out into the world, as it were. Here's a tune I made up with Jim Rothermel and Steve Berg about a trip I took to the Caribbean and other parts of Central America. Sure looks different down there, I'll tell you.
Down to the banana republics, down to the tropical sun, come the expatriated Americans, expecting to have some fun. Some of them come for the sailing, drawn by the lure of the sea, to cure the spirit that's ailing from living in the land of the free. And some of them are running from lovers, leaving no forward address. And some and a word of Spanish or two. Then you find out you can't trust them because they know they can't trust you. Down in Banana Republic, it is not always as warm as it seems. When none of the natives are buying any second-hand American dreams, all those expatriated Americans are feeling so all alone. They are telling themselves the same lies that they told themselves at home. Late at night you can see them in the cheap hotels and bars. They are hustling the senoritas while they dance beneath the stars, spending the renegade pesos on a bottle of rum and a lime, saying give me some words I can dance to and a melody that rhymes. Down to the Banana Republic, down to the tropical sun, come the expatriated Americans, expecting to have some fun. How does it feel to be sitting in luxury's lap, where the money tree grows and the champagne is always on tap? Tell me, how does it feel to be breathing that rarefied air, way up at the level where only the devil may care? Where those who have and those who have so much have to stand in a line to meet the man with the Midas touch. From the bottom of the valley they run to the top of the heap, with lots of bourbon and Valium to put the sad winners to sleep. Oh, those poor rich people, they have to find a reason for everything they do. Oh, those poor rich people, all that green just on the saxophone, folks.
If I step on the box, the button goes on. All this wonderful stuff that you can see out there in Radio Land. We appreciate you tuning in, whatever that's worth. And the people here have been more than patient with us. And we thank you for your indulgence. Here's a song I made up just in time for the disco craze, right? Oh, don't say that, man. Dance music is about the best thing that's happened in a while, let me tell you. It's about time for some dance music. Anyhow.
Would you like to learn to dance? I could show you that. Got a book here with all you need to know. We could draw the Arthur Murray patterns right here on the floor. And all you have to do is follow. Then we'll dance around the room a while. You can lead now if you wanna, I don't mind. There's nothing I wouldn't do to see you smile. Oh, dance and cross your face in perfect time. And cross your face for the time. Would you like to learn to sing? I could show you that. Here's an old song that's good for a start. You could sing all the high parts if you really try. While I play along the tune on this guitar, then we'll sing for a little while. Let the harmony go ringing in your mind. You sing so much sweeter when you sing. All the notes come out so sweet and high. All the notes come out so sweet and high. Would you like to learn to love? Well, that's something else again. I could show you how to sing and smile and dance. Oh, I have no keys to your heart and no way to make you take that chance. And so we'll dance round the room again and sing a tune or two to pass the time. And smile a lot, and if you really want to, We can try a little loving, I don't mind. We can try a little loving, I don't mind. I don't mind.
There's a song I made up with Shel Silverstein. That guy's a work of art. He wrote Boy Named Sue and a few other things. A few things that I like. Here in Topeka. A couple of others. He wrote Never Bite a Married Woman on the Thigh. It's another one of his classics. He and I made this one up right before his houseboat sank.
What have you done for me lately? I hear it all around the avenue. What have you done for me lately is how old friends show their gratitude. Now just when you need a little support, their faces get long and their memories get short. What have you done for me lately? 'Cause lately I've been doing without you. Well, she was young and beautiful and drowning, and I was the only hero in the crowd. Gave her artificial respiration, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. I took her home and dried her out. I gave her a lot of chicken soup and chocolate, and I tucked her into a feather bed, nursed her through the night, and with the morning light, she rolled over, looked up at me, and said, what have you done for me lately? Lately I've been doing without you. What have you done for me lately? Don't let me be misconstrued. Cast your bread on the water. What do you get? Some hard luck story and your bread gets wet. What have you done for me lately? Lately I've been doing without you. Steve Goodman of Evanston, Illinois. If it's a clear night, maybe she could hear us. Don't tell everybody I see just how much you mean to me. I'm your boy and I'm gonna talk all about the beautiful way you walk. Make everybody sad and blue, 'cause they can't spend their lives with you. Tell all the fish in the deep blue sea and all of the boats in the Queen's Navy. Say it real quiet, say it out loud, say it in private, say it in a crowd, and read it to the blind and show it to the deaf, and look in the mirror and tell myself that no one has ever known a love so true. One of these days, whatever I do, I'm gonna have to find a way to tell you that you're the girl I love. Tell everybody I see just how much you mean to me. Travel this world from pole to pole, telling them all about your beautiful soul. Tell Charlie Brown and Peppermint Patty, tell everyone in Cincinnati, tell all those I told you so's just where they can pin that rose. Every day of the year, say it to people middle-aged men, and they were sitting in the corner bar. They were lying about what wonderful lovers they are, bending each other's ear. They were bending their elbows too, holding their arms apart, just the way that fishermen do. They were singing, you should have seen the one that got away. Oh, you should have seen the one that got away.
There were two old middle-aged girls. They were sitting in the beauty salon, just waiting for their nails to dry. They were putting each other on. They were trading their recipes, all of the ways to save. 101 night stand with a brand new permanent way. They were singing, should have seen the one that got away. Should have seen the one that got away.
Hindsight makes a heart grow fonder. That's what it costs when you run around saying I love you with your fingers crossed. And it's too late to go back now. Oh, that's just about as good as it gets for rock and roll Romeo.
And that jukebox do react.
And you can see them out on the street, trying to figure out what it all means when they try to make their lives complete in the safety of their dreams, by putting their arms around the one that got away. Oh, you should have seen the one that got away. And you should have seen the one that got away. You should have seen the one that got away. Thank you, folks. That's Amy Madigan, folks. Thanks for singing. Well, being out on the road reminded me of this song. I hadn't sung this for a while. I made this up for the Quality Courts Motor Hotel in Indianapolis, Indiana. This hotel room has got a lot of stuff. It's got a laundry bag and a shoe shine cloth, 32 hangers and a touch-tone phone with a light that goes on when I'm not home. I'm not home. I'm not home. The light goes on when I'm not home. They got an air conditioner for when I'm hot. They got a radiator for when I'm not. They've got two big chairs that sit side by side with a Holy Bible and a TV guide. They got the TV guide, TV guide. Great God Almighty, it's a TV guide. They've got a second-story view that goes from curb to curb. A sign that says, please don't disturb. A monogram towel and a bucket of ice. They've got a chest of drawers and a mirror that lies. A mirror that lies. A mirror that lies. That can't be me in the gorilla disguise. They've got a porcelain throne, an aluminum sink, and 2 big pillows to rest my head. They got the magic fingers on a king-size bed. And first you put in the quarter, shut off the light. The magic fingers make you feel alright. Feel alright. The magic fingers make you feel alright. Feel alright. Feel alright. The magic fingers make you feel alright. Well, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This old hotel is alright with me. They pay the postage if you lose the key. The hotel room has got some stuff, but I believe that I've had enough. And I call my baby, said, don't you pout, pack up my bag, and I'll be checking out just as soon as you hang up the telephone. Put a candle in the window, 'cause I'm coming home, and I'm coming home, and I'm coming home. Put a candle in the window, 'cause I'm coming home, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Put a candle in the window, I'm coming home.
WXRT with Steve Goodman, recorded live in Cincinnati. Tonight's Sunday night recording tape, the official recording tape of all local unconcerts heard on WXRT.
One more in C. Now we'll go to... Yeah, all right. Folks, when people yelling from the audience, sometimes you get stuck, so we'll play this one. This is for a friend of mine who told me how he cleaned up his life by eating organic food, and he only had 2 weaknesses, Reds and chocolate cheesecake.
When I first met you, baby, you fed me on chicken and wine. It was steak and potatoes, and babe, I sure felt fine. Now you give me seaweed and alfalfa sprouts and sunflower seeds, and I've got my doubts, and babe, you left me here with the chicken cordon bleu. My stomach is empty, all I got is food for thought. I've been sitting here thinking about the 20 pounds of groceries we bought. We bought 10 pounds of brown rice and 5 more of beans, 5 pounds of granola, and you know what that means. I'm a regular fella, and I got the chicken cordon bleu. And I don't think I can stand no more. This stuff is so strange, the cockroaches moved next door. Do you see the old dog standing out in the street? Got a big smile on his face because they let him eat meat. And I've got you, and give me the chicken cordon bleu. Leroy Van Dyke country song. I know here on EBN they remember a station called WLW, right? Are they still here? Well, an old buddy of mine used to work there, a guy named Jethro Burns, when they played a lot of hillbilly music live here in the 30s. This was a big radio town. There was a boy in Arkansas wouldn't listen to his mom when she told him that he ought to go to school. He'd sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, and pretty soon you'd find him at the local auction barn. He'd sit and listen carefully, and pretty soon he began to see how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. He said, oh, my steward, I gotta learn that auction cry. I gotta make my mark and be an auctioneer. $25 bidder now, $30, 30 bidder, give me 30, make it 30 bidder, $30 bidder, give me 30, and who'll bid a $30 bid? $30 bidder now, 35, will you give me 35, we'll make it 35, minute 35, and who will bid a $35 bid? On and he didn't rest, and everybody saw that he didn't rest. He practiced calling bids every night and day. His daddy, you find him out behind the barn, just working up an awful storm. He tried to imitate the auctioneer. Then Dad said, son, we can't stand to have a mediocre man selling things at auction using our good name. I'll send you off to the auction school, and then you'll be nobody's fool, and you could take your place among the best. $35 bidder now, $40, 40 bidder, give me 40, make it 40 bidder, $40 will you give me 40, and who will bid a $40 bid? $40 bidder now, 45, will you give me 45, we'll make it 45 bidder, 45, and who will bid it at a $45 bid? From that boy that went to school, there grew a man who played it cool, and he came home a full-fledged auctioneer. And the people came from miles around just to hear him make that rhythmic sound that filled their hearts with such a happy cheer. Spread out from shore to shore, and he had all he could do and more, and he had to buy a plane to get around. Well, he was the best in all the land. Everybody gave that sucker a hand, cause he was the best hillbilly auctioneer. $40 bidder now, $50, 50, will you give me 50, make it 50, bidder, $50, will you give me 50, $50 bid? Oh, $50 bidder now, 55, will you give me 55, I'll make it 55, minute 55, sold that hog for a 50, sold that hog for a 50, sold that hog for a $50 bid. Back to the studio, is that what's up? Hey folks, we gotta thank you for your patience. We'll play something in a minute. I was just gonna tell you some jokes. Hello folks, nice to be back. Just be sure when you say I love you, 'cause it's a sin to tell a lie. Now millions of hearts are broken just because those words were spoken. I love you, yes I do, I love you. And if you break my heart, I'll cry. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. It's a sin to tell a lie. Yes, I do, I love you. If you break my heart, I cry. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. It's a sin to tell a lie. Here's a song for my father. I actually have relatives in Cincinnati, so I have to sing this one for them. My father was an automobile salesman. Good job. He had to go down to the automobile agency every day. Yeah, Sharkskin Alley, that's what he called it. It was great. More double knit suits per square inch down there than anywhere else. Yeah.
purple double knit suits. Yeah. Had to tell everybody the green one was blue. Special job being a car salesman. I miss the old man tonight, and I wish that he was here with me, with his corny jokes and his cheap cigars. He could look you in the eye and sell you a car. That's not an easy thing to do, but no one ever knew a more charming creature upon this earth than my old man. He was a pilot in the big war for the U.S. Army Air Corps in his C-47 with a heavy load of combat cargo for the Burma Road. And after they dropped the bomb, he went home and married Mom. And it wasn't long after that he was my old man. You know those fights that we had when my brother and I got him mad? He'd get all boiled up and he'd start to shout, and I knew what was coming, so I tuned him out. And now the old man's gone, and I'd give all I own just to hear what he said when I wasn't listening to my old man. And I miss the old man tonight, and I can almost see his face. He was always trying to watch his weight, and he only made it to 58. And for the first time since he died, late last night I cried. And I wondered when I was gonna do that for my old. Now we'll play a song that Mike Smith wrote. Mike Smith's a brilliant fella out of Chicago. This is a song about two old people that live in Holland. It's one of my favorite tunes. The Dutchman's not the kind of man who keeps his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. And that's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the summer, Margaret brings him breakfast and she believes him. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he could be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuiderzee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, and his cap and coat are patched with the love that Margaret sewed there. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals and calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. And Margaret comes to take him home again, through the unforgiving streets that trip him though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks he's alone and calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean,
used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. His muffler tighter, they sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, calls her name, she makes the bed up singing some old love song. And Margaret learned the song when it was very new. He hums a line or two. They sing together in the dark. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candles out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Smith wrote that song, folks. Yeah. We'll let everybody here and the folks out there listening know who is up here making these wonderful sounds for you. We'll go around over there on the keyboards. Her husband is actually our keyboard player, and he couldn't make the gig tonight. So double duty on percussion, wonderful vocals, and keyboards is Amy Madigan. Over there, give her a hand. Back there on the drums is Peter Bonetta, driving everybody along. Percussion and vocals, that's Arno Lucas. Back on bass is Rick Chudikoff. Now those three fellas are in a group called Kraken. At some point you might hear some of their records. Now all the way over on the end there, on all the reeds, the fellas played on 3 of my records and one that I got to produce on John Prine. And he spent 4 years working with the Jesse Colin Young Band. You might have heard him with that outfit. Outstanding player. Toured Europe with Van Morrison. Here's Jim Rothermel. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rain. There's 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of make. Out on a southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee and it rolls past houses and farms and bees, passing towns that have no name and freight yards full of old black men in the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Singing, good morning America, how are you? Hey, don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles and day is done. that holds a bottle. You can feel the wheels grumbling beneath the floor. The sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their daddy's magic carpet made of steam. Mothers with the babes asleep go rocking to the gentle beat and the rhythm of the rails is all they dream. Singing good morning America, how are you? Hey, don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be going 500 miles when day is done. Mississippi darkness roll into the sea. All the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream. The steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings that song again. Its passengers will please refrain. And this train has got the disappearing railroad blues. Singing good night America, how are you? Hey, don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be going 500 miles when day is done. Singing good night America, how are you? Say, don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. And I'll be gone a long, long time when day is done. Hey, folks, thank you, and thanks to Arlo Guthrie, wherever he is tonight, because he saved my behind when he recorded that. Well, here's one for New York City, and for all the different sorts of people that I saw there. Now, when we were out in Los Angeles, this band's been together for a week and a half now, folks. And when we went out west to put it together about a week and a half ago, I noticed at the corner of Sunset and Vine several other types that I hadn't even noticed in New York. So this is for them, too. Kick it off, Peter. Right on 42nd Street, that's where the elite all retreat to greet. You can see them coming from everywhere. Every kind of man and woman you will find there. There are men who love women who love men. There are women who love women every now and then. There are men who love men because they can't pretend. They are men who love women who love men. There are those who make love for pay, and there are those who make love anyway. And over in the bar with a bottle of scotch, there are those who would rather just watch all the men who love women who love men, and the women who love women every now and then. folks. Thanks very much. And thanks again to EBN for having us here. We'll leave you with one more song about Nancy Goodman. This is our favorite shuffle. It's called I Gotta Hand It to You. You changed my life. Folks, thanks very much for having us here. We'll leave you with one more song about Nancy Goodman. This is our favorite shuffle. It's called I Gotta Hand It to You. You changed my life. We had a city hall wedding, and our friends all laughed, and then they started betting on how long it'd last. Well, first they give it a week, and then they give it a year. Well, now the honeymoon is over, but we're still here, and I got to hand it to you, babe. You changed my life. I never thought any woman would ever be my wife. Well, I gotta give credit where the credit is due. And now that I said it, I gotta hand it to you. We started out together, and we made a big oath that what was good for one would be good for both. Throw in the towel, says his and hers. Oh, we might have done better, but we could have done worse. And I gotta hand it to you, babe. You changed my life. I never thought any woman would ever be my wife. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Well, now that I said it, gotta hand it to you. Hand it to you. When I kissed the bride, we went and settled down. Man, it didn't take long for the stork to come around. He brought 3 little babies and a mortgage too. When I get my paycheck, gotta hand it to you. I got to hand it to you. You changed my life. I never thought any woman would ever be my wife. But I gotta give credit where credit is due. Now that I said it, gotta hand it to you. We'll see you sometime.
Well, there you have it. Sunday night on concert with Steve Goodman, recorded live in Cincinnati. Running a little long, but nonetheless sounding mighty fine.